right, you want to bring us in, Michael? What are we doing today, Michael?
Well, apparently,
Good news.
good news.
Andrew Tate has been banned from Earth.
Earth. He's currently on a SpaceX rocket with Elon Musk, heading to Jupiter. Because boys are stupider.
Uh,
But yeah, he got banned. I'm not really sure exactly why. I mean, I can guess why because I've seen a couple of his videos, but like, I'm not like 100% up to date on all his antics. So
Frantics.
he posted a video called his final message, and we're gonna react to that hoe.
One thing I remember about about one of the clips I saw was that he talks about the affiliate program and how they removed it because they didn't want people saying it was a pyramid scheme. That he said he was just saying that it's not a pyramid scheme, but everyone just kept calling it that. That they just removed it, um, and that it wasn't a big part of what attracted people to Hustlers University. That it was like a very small lecture in a part of like an 18
Step
set
program.
whatever. Um, so it's kind of like what he was saying about rumors being said about him that he didn't like type shit. Mm-hmm. That he just didn't want people to start saying shit like that. So I don't know. That was kind of weird. And he brings up multiple like charities that he's donated, that he created an orphanage, that he donates to women's charities, men's mental health, and a lot of shit. But like he's just trying to like damage control everything right now. He's I don't know why, but he's like trying to save his reputation. Isn't that what it looks like? He's trying to like just clean his record, even though
Yeah,
he had a clean record before he became internet famous. No one knew about him like at this level.
I couldn't tell you anything this motherfucker did before like 2 months ago.
Yeah, and I don't know. Just his whole platform was like whether I think there is some truth in saying that like men are more physically capable than women, right? But he makes it he like frames it in a way that because of that, men are simply just better, like type shit. So that's to me like why he's a misogynist. Um,
Did you see that one clip he had with XUC and Aiden Ross and I think someone else? He was saying, he was saying, if me and my girl were ever in a situation where we were like a bear comes up on us and the bear comes up on us, he was like, if that bear comes up like um um just like kind of like comes up to us in the middle of the woods, I would tell her to run and I would fight the bear. That shit was so funny to me, bro, because XUC got so fucking mad. I don't know why this is really like in tangent with what we were talking about, but it's just so funny. XUC got so fucking mad. He was like, bro, if my girlfriend was like if I'm not gonna fight a bear. I'm not gonna fight a bear. If my girlfriend had any type of like veterinary experience, like she would able to like calm the bear down, like I would let her. Why would I fucking go up against the bear if I have no knowledge of the bear? And then Andrew Tate's like, well, you're really gonna let your girlfriend, doesn't matter if she's a fucking veterinarian, what's she gonna do? Fucking like it was a whole fucking argument where it was one extreme against another. Like Andrew Tate would go and fucking fight the bear and XQC would like no matter what run and let the girlfriend like fucking damage control whatever the fuck the bear is gonna do, possibly. I don't know. That shit was so funny, bro.
Which is funny because both extremes are fucking true.
Yeah.
Like, it is true that I think the word Andrew Tate used was tackle the bear.
Yeah.
As in, I'm just gonna tackle him so he fucking attacks me and my girl can run away.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally possible. Or it's totally possible that he kills you and then he catches up to your girl.
Yeah.
Or the other extreme, here's one example. I don't know if you saw the video of the guy who was like getting, I don't know what the word is, but I'm gonna say harassed by a mountain lion. And the only reason he lived was because he kept facing
the mountain
lion, and he just kept backing up.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, like, the mountain lion just dipped.
Saw that.
Right? So in Andrew Tate's situation, for that specific Andrew Tate's response in that specific situation, him and his girl are dead. But in XQC's plan of attack, if one of them happened to know that, just staring at it while slowly backing up and not doing any sudden movements would save them, they would live.
Yeah.
Like, both of them would live. But it was so fucking funny. But yeah, here's one topic that we can talk about. But do you think him getting banned, or like any controversial person getting banned, is a freedom of speech issue?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I fucking hate this dude. It's not exactly like me like defending freedom of speech, but more like me believing in Darwinism.
Like, if you're an asshole, people are gonna react accordingly.
If you're an asshole, I forgot the fucking the word explains that. I'm so sleepy right now. Basically, if they're fucking idiots, just let them fucking die. let them kill themselves, metaphorically speaking.
Okay. So would that be like social ostracization type shit?
Yeah.
Mode?
So let them do that. But at this point, it's like people are really dumb, and sometimes I guess they need a little help doing that. Although I do feel it's technically what's it called?
Freedom of speech issue.
Your freedom of speech issue.
I don't know.
Because ultimately, freedom of speech, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want, no matter what, even if it's fucking diabolical. Because that, it's in my opinion, it's not like you're trying to defend people saying whatever. It's you're trying to see who the fuck, how people think.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of revealing people's character than actually defending what people say, in my opinion. That's what freedom of speech is.
To you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The way I see it, I go by, not for everything, right? But when it comes to like issues regarding the Bill of Rights, I look at it in the way, like, in a very literal, the way it's presented to us, right? So freedom of speech would be like, you don't face any legal consequences for saying whatever you want. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, The issue I have with framing it as a freedom of speech issue is like way bigger than just this specific instance of him getting banned from websites because he can still say whatever the fuck he wants in person, like no matter what. He can go well. Yeah, I mean he can still say whatever the fuck he wants in person, or he can just go to a different website that allows like any type of speech. Um, like Donald Trump's social media website. Do you know about that?
No.
Yeah, that exists. And then there you get banned if you say progressive shit, which is funny. um, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's the way conservatives use the freedom of speech argument that doesn't sit right with me. Is really we. It's not really that big of a deal for him to get fucking banned.
It's not.
Um,
To me, it's not. I don't really care when anyone really does get banned.
but they frame it in a way that like to villainize people on the left.
People canceling and shit.
Yeah, people canceling it, canceling motherfuckers, right? They like use it in a way to like kind of start like a bigger political divide. Like, oh my god, the Democrats are ending freedom of speech.
Yeah,
type shit.
which I totally agree that like not that they're ending, but like they're trying to villainize it.
You agree that the right is trying to villainize um the way we cancel people for saying like the most heinous shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to clarify to the audience, because
Yes.
I knew what you meant. So yeah, that's like, and also like, what the fuck other thing? Like freedom of religion, there really isn't like that. Like, there's no true like freedom of religion when a lot of laws are written based on like Christian shit like that. So like I don't give a shit about the Bill of Rights. I don't give a shit about the Constitution because like they're not followed the way they should be followed. And like, why are we listening to papers that were written by people that never showered in their lives? Type shit, you know?
Literally,
Like,
motherfuckers was living max 30 to 40 years old, trying
yeah,
to live their best life before they're like fucking 10. So why the fuck?
that's the way I see it. Whenever like shit like that gets brought up, I fuck your fuck your papers, bro. It's stupid. Like that's the shit I hate.
Damn. So you're saying you hate illegals?
Yeah, I hate illegals, bro. Nah, but I mean, what else can we fucking say about this guy?
He's bald. Like automatically, his opinion's invalid. Sorry. Sorry, Steve Jobs. Was he bald? He was like partially bald.
Steve Jobs. Fuck.
I know he had short hair and like a widow's peak type shit all the way back.
Steve Jobs is Apple. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You said Steve Jobs, and I'm imagining Bill Gates. I'm having a hard time remembering what Steve Jobs looks like. Fuck.
All I remember is he looked pretty similar to the Epic Rap Battles of History guy when they did this shit. So that's why I based what he looks like. Did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he was bald.
Oh yeah, he is.
Right.
I just keep seeing Bill Gates. I couldn't get Bill Gates' face.
I don't even know what Bill Gates looks like. Oh, so you do it.
The yin and yang.
Steve
knows what Bill Gates looks like, but doesn't know what Steve Jobs looks like, boyfriend and opposite girlfriend.
Look this scraggly, bro. Oh, scraggly, daggly, raggly, daggly. He died at 66. Oh, he's 66, but this motherfucker died at 66? Right? He was born in 1955 and died in 2011.
Yeah.
66.
I can't do quick math like that, bro.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With the 11s and shits, it's 6, so it's 6 6.
I believe you. Let's just say I agree with you.
Let's just say I'm not gonna put the whole power of my mental capacity on that shit. But yeah.
I'm only using like 1% of my brain.
If we're being totally 100% honest with you.
What else is there to say about Andrew Tate?
First of all, his name's Andrew.
Second of all, his second name is Tate.
Tate. Like, that's why you really need to know about it. Who the fuck is it called Andrew Tate? You take these nuts on his chin, but, you know. Anyways. I was gonna say something about something.
I don't know, but do you feel like the content he made was like doing something good for the mental health of men in general?
It was doing good for the mental health of men that are misogynistic.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Not men in general. Not the quote unquote good types.
Because whenever these guys like try to explain why they are the way they are, they always bring up men's mental health and how it is true that men's mental health is like in a really bad place right now, and we're what's the word? We're like deprived of access to express our feelings or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to fucking get at, but like,
point is,
there is truth in men's mental health being like really bad, but I just can't fuck with the fact that they use that as a reason why they're like that.
Like, there's, and the thing about it, off the top of your head, can you even name someone who advocates for mental health? Advocates for mental health in a good way, like a good, healthy, actual healthy way. Because I can't.
I don't know. No, not really.
Exactly.
Mm.
Which I'm not saying is like, oh my god, like.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like. It's kind of what I'm saying. Like
the
Andrew Tate is advocating for it in a bad way, which is some of the only ways that there are to advocate for mental health right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or the only sources of advocacy for mental health, which is why a lot of men are going with it, because there's not a lot of other actual healthy ways to
talk about mental issues.
Yeah, so they go with the main person who not only makes them feel confident, but talks about their mental health in general.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now that I do think about it, I have seen like here and there people like talking about how to be more mentally mature, emotionally mature. That's a word. Like in terms of like for men, by a man, like in a very wholesome, positive way, but it wasn't by like a very big figure. It was by like a really small creator type shit. And really, it's hard to make those channels grow because, like, I don't know, like a lot of most men aren't gonna accept or are not gonna realize that they're actually like allowed to be, what's the word, fragile, sensitive,
openly emotionally
open. Yeah. Because what's the one thing that like people, I guess the word is the manosphere, like Andrew Tate, um, Fresh and Fit,
Fresh
Sneeko,
and fit.
those fuckers.
Those motherfuckers. We still
But
calling them motherfuckers out too. They have never answered us.
but the one thing they say is always like if you talk about your emotional problems in front of your girl, she's not gonna see you like a man.
Yeah, where like you're not allowed to cry in front of anyone or about anything. Only like only like if you have a fucking a loved one die, like your father or something.
Type shit.
So it's like the main thing that most of these motherfuckers have in common is that although I don't agree with any of their like the way they talk about like shit, the way most men I feel like and I don't know, tell me how you feel about this, but the way I feel most men are wired is they're wired towards aggressive and when I say men I mean it's in a general sense towards like an aggressive way of things,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of what like Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, not really like aggressive, but like confident, boastful,
Leader, like
leaderish,
aggressive, like
yeah,
boss.
boss mode.
I wouldn't say wired, because wired to me implies like instinctually that's what you're gonna want to do, but I feel like it's more of a conditioned to think that you're conditioned to think and react in like
Yes,
aggressive ways.
yes,
But yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
yeah. So that's also why these these creators are like, I guess, put it like they're hidden. They're scratching the itch that other mental health creators aren't scratching
Mm-hmm.
in a
Yeah.
sense, which is why they're blowing up like that. And on top of that, Andrew Tate was giving them a chance to make money, so
Yeah.
automatically that just makes it like more ingrained into them.
Another another thing, like these people, they believe that we're instinctually wired to behave that way. And even if it's true, I feel like it's not necessary anymore. Because it's not like we're in the hunter gatherer days. Like, why do we still try to base our generals based on like what we were doing several like hundred thousands years ago? Like literally, it I feel like there's no need for generals at this point. Like if I'm being honest,
Like military generals? Or like,
gender roles.
oh, I thought you said generals.
No, gender roles. My bad.
Yeah. Like the I feel like we've spoken about this on another podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not saying that. I mean, like I said, I might have said this before in another one, but women, if they want to stay in the house and do whatever the fuck and be like a housewife, they can do that. If
Mhm.
men want to be the fucking provider for the family and everyone else is cool with that, they can do that.
Yeah.
But it's it's the people fully ingrained in making everyone feel that way, and not saying that every person who thinks this way does this, but I feel like a lot of them mentally ingrained in their children that this is the way they're supposed to do shit, and if not force them,
Mhm.
for the ones that do put it to the extreme, force them to think that way, and that this is the right way and shit like that, which is why it's still the way it is right now.
Yeah, I mean, even for the longest time, it had to be that way.
Yeah.
Like back before there were like even like before workers went on strike, like someone had to work. Someone in the family had to work like upwards of to like 20 hours a day at a fucking factory type shit. And someone had to stay home and like maintain the house.
And
And you know what I'm saying? And like it made sense back then for it to be the men to go do the work because biologically they are stronger, right? Type shit. But like right now we're at a point where like
and even then, really the only reason it still stayed like that to that time is because of misogyny not letting women even work
mhm.
in places. Not only that, but giving them not even livable wages,
Yeah.
which is why they didn't even try, in my opinion. I wouldn't have fucking tried if I got a job that was shit. Not only that, and or where they wouldn't hire me, but if they did, they would give me like fucking not even enough to fucking feed myself, let alone a family.
Fuck, what I want to say? What I want to say?
And now that that's being challenged, which is a good thing, we're changing. We're changing. It's better off now than it was before, but since there is that challenge, the people who think that way are more ingrained into their thought process, which is why it feels like it's getting it's getting worse in a way, but it's because there's a challenge to the already established gender roles.
Because in this day and age, like women are fully capable of making the same amount of money
Yeah.
that a man
If
can
not
make,
more.
if not exactly, if not more. Um, it's like it's not a bad thing for a woman to be able to make as much money as a man and like not want to stay at home and just do like the upkeep of the house. Um,
And a lot of it again comes stems back to mental health issues, being insecure, um, and the fear of losing your your significant other, um, to someone else because they want to go to another workplace in between, like socializing with the other gender or someone else, shit like that,
mhm.
which that should be addressed. Although, in my opinion, it's one of the few issues where I t- I get being insecure about that, but still not I'm not for the being misogynist for that reason or
Yeah.
misogyny at all. But I get the insecurity on that part. Like I understand where they're coming from.
Mhm. Um, I don't know what else to say about that specific topic. Like, what else to say in terms of like general gender roles? I keep lazily saying it, but here's another thing I wanted to talk about that I just remembered, and it's like totally gonna be random as fuck. but people with the ban of Andrew Tate are now calling for the ban of OnlyFans, like models on like normal platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What do you think of that? Do you think they're specifically saying that that OnlyFans models like target young children? in terms of advertising.
Like, what do you think? What I think on the targeting of the children, or the whole
Like
issue in general?
like the whole thing in general, because I think
I
it's so fucking I think it's so stupid. Like,
I think it's stupid, but this is where I stand back to where I said it. Although I agree, although I don't really care if he got banned or not because I don't like him. I don't like any of his points or point of views. This is where the issue of freedom of speech comes in, because then people will put a broader sense on what what the limitations of freedom of speech is, and whether or not it's a good or bad thing. They're gonna they're gonna broaden the circle and be able to cover more stuff, because whether or not we like it, democracy is set up in a way where it, on the left and right, if we don't like an extreme on the right, it's gonna cover something on the left side as well,
mm-hmm.
whether we like it or not, because that's just how democracy is set up, especially in the United States, or I guess only really, well, no, especially in the United States. Um, so banning Andrew Tate would have, and I could have guessed it, would have ultimately led to something like OnlyFans, trying to get OnlyFans people banned, which, in a way, it's a bad thing, but in a way, it's good because there's, like I said, there's a challenge against that type of thinking,
Mm-hmm.
but there's repercussions to everything, whether it's good or not.
Okay. Hmm. What was I gonna say?
But as of it targeting young children, then I mean, to be honest, it targets
Yeah,
all ages, not just fucking young children.
I don't know. Like, it's so funny. I feel like I feel like banning them won't solve anything in terms of like
They're
how
just,
hyper sexualized
yeah,
society has become. Because like I feel like children are gonna fucking look it up anyway. Because I know when
I
I was like,
I know I've consumed more pornographic material before I was 18, from the age of, like the second before I was 18 and under, since I was born, I've consumed more than that. I've consumed more in like a year than I have this from the point I turned 18 to now.
mm-hmm.
I can almost guarantee that shit, bro.
Yeah, like I knew about it. I'm trying to think of what age was I when I knew about it. I must have been like
When I met you in the summer.
8, 9, or 10 when I like found out about it and like just watched it, like because I found out about it, bro. Uh, I mean, I feel like banning OF models is gonna it's not gonna solve that issue if that's what the issue you're trying to tackle is. But I don't think that's the issue they're trying to tackle.
No, they're just trying to get back, like get a hit back type shit.
Yeah.
Like somewhere where they thought was gonna fucking hurt, but like, but once again, the right has shown how fucking stupid they are. I guess go ahead. But yeah, that's what I meant by like, although it's a good thing morally to ban Andrew Tate. In the general sense, it would be bad because that's just how
People are gonna react to it.
yeah, that's just how people are set up in the U.S.
Mm. Yeah.
Especially right now. It could have flown by maybe like, or maybe the issue wouldn't even have been here a couple like fucking years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's like if you fucking even do something to like our political right people or political left, the other side will retaliate immediately,
Yeah.
however good or bad it is.
What's the thing you wanted to say?
I forgot.
Like you said, you had a joke or something.
I was gonna. In the middle of the podcast, I was gonna be like, hey, you got my iPhone 14, right? Or like, hey, can you pass me the keys to my Ferrari? Or I would be like in the middle of it, be like, hey, I would make up a name. Hey, Jose, can you pass me a sparkling Voss water? I don't know.
What was his
like
obsession with fucking sparkling water? Do you know about that?
No.
Dude,
Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate is like obsessed with sparkling water. Like he claims to drink it, I think, more than normal water.
Is that the bubbling water?
Yes. And he had like a whole bit where he was like, get all your friends and call them up to a party or a dinner, whatever, and say you're gonna serve them water. But you're not serving them water. You're serving them sparkling water. And whoever says, hey, something's wrong with this water, you should not trust them and you should kick them out of your friend group immediately. Because they said something about the sparkling water.
I would say the opposite. If no one said anything about it,
they're sheep. They're like yes menning you, bro. How are you not gonna say it?
If no one else fucking said anything about it, or if someone didn't say anything about it, I wouldn't trust them. I fucking hate sparkling water, bro. It's like
you know what this reminded me of? I'm sorry. This reminded me of the fucking leader of the friend group memes. Like,
oh yeah,
like that's some shit like the leader of the friend group would expect. Like, no one to say shit about him. Like, basically giving them like a drink without their consent. Just like, here's some water, and then everyone's just drinking sparkling water. Yes, I'm the leader. No one's gonna stand up to me and say, "Why did you give us sparkling water, Mister?"
When the friend group leader gets like a girlfriend or dies or some shit, so I have to become the friend group.
There's a chain of command.
Oh my god,
bro, those memes are fucking great. Do you know why it started?
No.
It was like a meme not a meme, but it was like a tweet that this girl said. It's like when your boyfriend isn't the leader of the friend group, and it had the less than sign.
Yeah.
After it,
I saw that. I was there.
That's what sparked it. He was like, "What the fuck does she think we are? Like the fucking Avengers, bro?"
God damn. Yeah, like we all know I'm the leader, but you know.
Actually, I'm the leader.
Actually, my left nut and your right nut are the leaders.
True.
Oh, but yeah. Like I said, don't trust bald people, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that. I don't know how long you've been saying that about like just you perceiving someone being bald as a red flag.
I've said that for a while, right?
You've been saying that for a long ass fucking time, and then someone brought up that whenever like you know how men say that like whenever women hit a low, what they do is like cut their hair short and dye it like a bright color type shit. Do you know that thing that men fucking say that shit about women? This girl was like, that's like the male equivalent of women doing that. They just like shave their head.
Yo, I was fucking onto something, bro. I've never fucking trusted bald people, bro. They seem like just nefarious to me.
Devious.
Literally. I told Kevin about the word nefarious the other day while we were in the night shift and security, and he lost his fucking mind because I guess he never like paid attention, because I've said it before, but like he's never fully paid attention to the word nefarious.
That word is so fucking funny, bro.
And he was like, bro, that just sounds so fucking diabolical, bro. Like, that just sounds like pure evil. Hey. But yeah.
Nefarious is a funny word. What the fuck is the other one? Devious?
Devious.
Oh, dude. Do you remember the devious lick trend?
Yeah. Bruh.
That shit was. I'm so glad it happened while I was student teaching. Because it started happening at my school too, where I was teaching at. That shit was so funny.
Every time I think of that, every time like I get reminded of that, I get reminded of the time that in the urinal, the fucking. I don't know what type of bullshit we were fucking playing, but we were on some fucking bullshit, and he just thought that getting on the fucking urinal, like fully on that hoe, was like the greatest fucking idea. And he got on that hoe. Next thing we know, that hoe. Bro, and that hoe got sklagged, bro, and fucking water started pouring.
And then Austin tried to put it back.
Yeah, he was like, let me try to fix this on some fucking. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
He thought he was the leader of the group.
Oh, bro, man.
You know what else I remember? I remember our Medina, our band director, wanted to talk to Nahum for a completely different fucking reason.
Oh, no.
And Nahum started freaking the fuck out.
Oh. Knowing him and his like family not to be like, he would have gotten fucking God. God damn. He would not have seen sunlight for 407 years ago, bro.
4 Fuck. I remember one time Nam's family gave me a ride home from after band practice. And he was sitting like on the we were both on the back seats.
I think he saw me.
And and he was sitting behind his mom.
Yeah.
And you know what? He would always say mom was a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Because we
that's the one thing I remember every fucking like time we would like meet up with him where he would come from somewhere, like got into school, got to the band practice or left. Fucking bitch.
We would try to hang out and he'd be like, man, I'm not even gonna try because mom's a fucking bitch. For everything, the way you said it, bro. You would think he actually fucking hated his mom.
God,
but yeah, anyway, he was sitting behind his mom and he made a gesture like for him to get my attention. Then he pointed at his mom and he started punching the seat behind and then flicking her off with both hands.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it was fucking funny, bro.
Talk to him. God damn. Anyways, are you caught up with One Piece?
Fuck no, bitch.
Hell no. There's to all the One Piece likers out there. I hate you.
Is it Carlos that's always trying to get us to watch it?
Yeah. Well,
not get us to watch it, but like
yeah,
defending. He's a One Piece defender.
Yeah, one of those. It gets good after season 74.
Episode 5,357.
But you gotta like watch the whole thing because or else you won't.
See, there's a very specific joke during the climax of season 572 that is a callback to the filler episode in season 3, episode 582.
Minute 364.
And I think that's why you should watch all the filler episodes too.
Because if you really think about it, everything just comes full circle. And if you're not in it for the long run, then why even get into it at all? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just a masterpiece. What else can I say? Just watch it.
Just watch it, man. You will not regret it until you get to season 74. Before that's just ass. So just letting you know.
You have to sit through it and power through, but trust me, it's worth it.
It is. For that 1 minute in season 74. After that, you gotta wait till 80 fucking 5. That's only for like 1 second though. After that, it's like season 674. But the good thing is in season 674, there's only 35 episodes.
Whereas the other ones were like 125.
Yeah, that's only because he was sick. So he had to kind of speed up the shit. So in order to do that, the animators kind of like had to do their own shit and really spend no time on the animation. So that.
One Piece fans, bro.
That's pretty much the gist of One Piece. It's like a piece of shit, but it's still One Piece, you know.
I know you patting yourself on the back for picking up that one, bro. You know who's gonna love this one.
Oh man. Oh,
it's a piece of shit, but it's still One Piece. I like how we started by saying that we're gonna watch his shit.
I just can't stand this motherfucker, bro. Every time he talks, like my brain doesn't like comprehend that he's like being dead ass serious most of the time, and it just kind of like perceives it as like a satirical take on what he's trying to say.
This is completely random.
But I need a shit.
But do you think satire should be obvious that it's satire?
No, not necessarily. Like it shouldn't be like there shouldn't be like a whole fucking like announcement beforehand.
Yo, this is satire. What you're about to watch is someone making fun of someone else's ideologies by pretending to believe those ideologies.
Yeah. And even sometimes, even if it's like completely like fucking like what's it called? It couldn't even be perceived as satire because it's so fucking like realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, it'd probably make it even funnier. If it was.
I don't know. I don't think it should be like super obvious. But there should be like a hint that what you're saying is not to be taken seriously. And that you are in fact judging it. Because then you run the risk of looking like an idiot and just making it seem like you believe the things you're making fun of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be seen as funny if you do it right. But if not, then that's on you for even trying. Which is why whenever I'm actually saying shit, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck voice we do, but I don't know what that officially is called. It's either Scooby Doo or Dashie voice.
Listen, everyone thinks it's Scooby Doo, but we're trying to do like that Dashie's Baraka voice, right?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do it. No, that's not how he does it. What is it? It's not his Baraka voice, is it?
It's a combination of all his shit. Because it's like Satan.
Yeah.
It's like Baraka. A little bit of
Barney.
There's
another fucking character he does.
The Guys.
Skittles. Starburst.
I never knew how to do that shit, bro. It's like you're gonna have a fucking juicy ass mouth for that.
Gosh. I love doing it, but it's also kind of fucked up.
Why?
Because people have lisps.
Oh. I was not aware that was a fact for a quick second.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. I don't know why, but okay. First of all,
First of all,
in
I do not endorse
Guardians,
this. I'm kidding.
in Guardians, our visual caption head was like partially deaf, so he spoke kind of like funny, and he also had a lisp. So I don't know why I had like the brightest idea of like just making fun of him and just doing like the his little guy Skittles. Then that shit, nobody fucking liked it.
Oh no!
They're like, bro, you so fucked up.
Like I can't believe you actually fucking do that. Like it's actually fucked up.
uh, like I wasn't even like hoeing. I was just like, I don't know why. Like my brain
It
just
was just like a
defaulted.
reflex.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Like sometimes I'll just be talking. That should just be happening. Like automatically. That's just like a translator. Whenever I'm like being sarcastic as fuck, I just bring in that voice.
which one?
The I don't really know like you saying.
Oh, that shit. Yeah. Okay, the Dashie voice.
Yeah.
It's so funny that every time we do it, people think we're doing Scooby Doo.
Every time, bro. Every time, like
everyone that ever like saw us do it in person.
are you trying to do a Scooby Doo voice? Like, hey, Scooby Doo, right? No.
And
I just didn't, and it's not like you could just be like, no, and try to explain it to them. So I just made it even more like
I would just go with it because I remember one time, I don't know if they were being nice, but they're like, "Oh, nice Scooby Doo," and I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
read. But yeah, I never like try to correct them because number one, it would be too hard to explain unless they knew the context, and number two, like
I know it started off as a concrete. We're doing this specific
Yes.
Dashie impression,
yeah,
and then it just like degenerated into like some random ass fucking bullshit, bro. Like for real,
like for real. And yeah, I don't like
we got like Carlos doing it.
Yeah.
And, your brother Kevin does it.
Kevin fucking does it. His is fucking hilarious because
That sounds nothing like
Isn't
what
it?
he
nothing, bro. Every time he does it, I'm like, I know what he's trying to do, but it's like a whole different tone, a whole different like enunciation and like rhythm to it.
Yeah. I think Nicole does it too, no?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh yeah. But now that I've become hyper aware, I feel like if I try to do it, it's not gonna come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we like restrained ourselves from doing it on the podcast. Have we? I feel like I personally have tried to not do it because like I feel like no one's gonna fuck with it.
I think I've half kind of like done it in order to be understood of what I'm saying, and also because they wouldn't have got. But most of the times when I do it is because I forget.
I remember for the longest time when we started doing it, there was like a phase we had where we almost did it exclusively for almost anything.
Yeah.
And we would have to code switch whenever we went to your house. We would not say it at all, but
oh man.
And we were like so like stressed out, like we better not fucking say because what if like someone whose family hears us doing it and they think we're like fucking stupid?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, for the longest time, I would only do it with y'all. So like outside of band, I never brought that hoe up at all, unless I was like with Carlos and like Nahum. But that was like rare occasions. I was only with them like for an extended amount of time outside of band for like 1 year.
I remember, también in college, it would occasionally slip out, and when people heard me do it, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" But they'd also be fucking laughing. Like they would think it's hilarious, but they'd be like, "Where the fuck did that come from, bro?" Like,
Oh man, you're a comic genius.
Ain't no saying. It's not a big deal.
It is what it is, bitch. But because there's like one or two instances where like it would slip out, and they would do the thing where they like laugh at the joke while like saying it at the same time. You know, the type shit. Because I fucking do that shit a lot. I think it's so funny. Like, I don't know why I have to audibly say what I'm laughing at, but I do it, and I've had people fucking do it to me when I did that because it came out of nowhere. It was so fucking random. Because imagine, bro, like you go your whole existence like knowing me, and I don't fucking do that shit, and out of nowhere I just do it for no reason.
Like, what? I always wondered like all your little like shits that you'd be telling me about you being in college, since it's all like mostly white people.
Oh my god!
I always wondered like how I would fit in over there, because I would either be like almost completely ostracized, or most likely be ostracized. Just the only like shits. But if I were to have a friend group, I wonder how would be perceived by those type of white people.
It's pretty weird. Because I did have like a group of Mexican friends over there that were in the Tuba studio, but yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like I really couldn't be myself around some of these people, bro. Because there's a lot of people there. I felt like they were just trying to be there to.
That was called Roller Drome.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was Roller Dome.
No, Roller Drum. But I felt like a lot of people there were just there to be friends with people they saw they could get an opportunity from once they ended up getting careers. Like like this guy whose dad was already a band director, pretty fucking popular guy. Um, guy who did like fucking drum corps for like 6 years, pretty popular. Um, type shit, you know what I'm saying? But then there's like the people I hung out with. Mm-hmm. I chose them because I liked being around them, and not because like I saw like a career opportunity from them. And I personally felt like that's what everybody wanted from anyone in that school. I don't know, but yeah.
That's why I don't fuck white people. And one white friend I got. Exactly.
We don't. We got Austin.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah. Which? Shout out to Austin.
Oh. I remember one time we tried pressuring Austin to say beaner.
Oh,
and he wouldn't do it. Shit was funny.
Austin's pretty.
Like it was like me, Jordan, George. We're like, we'll give you the pass, bro. You can just say it. Nothing's gonna happen.
I mean, that's okay.
Shit was fucking funny.
Whoa!
I feel like if I was white, I would have folded right there, bro. I would have said it. I would have been nefarious and said it.
I would have been nefarious to Italy.
I would have meant it too, like in the most racist way possible.
I would have paused, gathered myself, taken a deep breath, looked at each and every one of y'all as I said it, like this.
Beaners.
Did a double take on it, like go from one sweep and then back sweep it.
What's up?
In the most. Never mind.
I'm not wrong in saying that we're like reclaiming that word, because like I almost would never hear anyone say it, but now like I feel like more and more Mexican people are starting to say it. Just I don't fucking know.
I think so. I feel like me and my siblings have always fucking said that shit. Well, Nicole has. she's
But I'm talking about like online and shit.
Well, I'm not really up to update on shits. I'm more of a, a Joker.
No.
Living off the grid. It doesn't help my case that I'm laughing like that.
Oh, I believe you're gonna. I believe that out of the two of us, you're more likely to be pushed off the edge and become the Joker.
Yeah.
I fucking laugh, bitch. Oh my god, bro. Nefarious ass fucking laugh.
I'm almost there. Maybe like 90%.
Bro, that's fucking.
I've always said it. Like, to the people I used to talk to back then, I would always say, I'm going to get famous one day, and it's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah, I remember one time you told me that, and I was kind of like, the ramifications,
The ramifications
of that statement, the sheer like the implications of it, bro. Like,
and I'm dead fucking serious, dude.
I wanted to bring it up in a podcast, but I'm glad you brought it up because I would have been like, what if I just expose this fool right now? But he did it himself, guys. Yeah. I win. Checkmate. Ooh-ha. But yeah. I remember specifically what we were doing when you said that. We were walking down Maynard Downs and we're just fucking talking.
Maynard Downs, bro. I've fucked up my feet there, bro.
Fucking idiot, bro.
Made me strong. Faster.
This boy would fucking run
barefoot, bro.
On asphalt.
And broken ass fucking asphalt too. With all the little like fucking rocks and shit sticking out. And then the parts where like it's not even fully completed.
Yeah, and then the road like slowly disintegrates into like a trail of rocks, and then slowly into like dead grass, and then to dirt. Right? This motherfucker was running bare. One, he had socks on.
A couple times, but most of the time they would fucking disintegrate.
Why the fuck would you do that? Well, I don't know. You're an enigma.
Yeah.
The Riddler.
I'm telling you. I'm like 90% there. Is it gonna be good or bad?
All I'm saying is that Batman movie gave me some ideas.
Batman movie, the Joker, they're on my list.
The Riddler.
I've been saying
it's a dice roll. Who am I gonna turn out to be like?
I don't know. Not me.
Ain't that fucking scary though?
What?
That depending on on how you are treated from now on until you fucking die. The implications.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get evicted from your apartment one day and you're gonna go fucking ape shit and like build a fucking villain's lair. Oh my god, like in the middle of the fucking ocean.
With me, bro. Swear to God.
This is the beginning. Oh, this is the revelation of your villain arc.
I'll be the first super villain ever, I swear to God. I'll find a way. I will.
I remember the last episode you were getting pretty nefarious, talking about what you would do if you had a shit ton of money.
Yeah, that's part of it too. Depending on my situation, at the point in time where I receive any lump of sum of money that's significant.
Something really good or bad is gonna happen.
Something really good or bad, which is why I was really hoping I won that fucking lottery at that point in time. That 1 billion fucking jackpot, bro. Oh my god. At that point in time, I was actually in a really happy headspace, and I was like, bro, everyone who like I really like and my family members would probably get like a couple $100,000. I was thinking of giving you like money, my fucking family members and shit like that, like everyone.
Oh. What headspace are you in right now?
No comment. person that told that shit to, bro.
Who was it?
I don't even want to say their names.
Okay.
Oh.
You want to tell me what's at the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
That's fucking funny.
Oh, man.
How many people have you said this to? And how did they react?
Only like 3 or 4 people max. And that's, and I'm putting in 2 because I know I've told you. I've told the other person I just mentioned that I haven't mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm adding in 2 just because I'm sure I told at least someone else.
It's funny. I don't know. All I know is that I was just thinking hard as fuck, bro. Like, this is really my friend.
Hey, man.
This really is my homeboy right here.
I'm gonna do something.
And I was thinking, like, am I gonna end up being like responsible, like partially, like either directly or indirectly for this man's actions one day?
Possibly. I don't know. Roll of the dice.
You're like Two-Face, but instead of a quarter, it's a die.
It's a 20 deck.
Deca? No.
I know last time we searched up what the 20 face die was, and it was a deca something.
Decahedron. Look it up.
I remember we were like, what? It's not like 10?
30? Bitch. 20. What the hell?
What
the hell? Oh my god, no way. Yeah. I can't say that. Icosahedron?
Icosahedron? ¿Es verdad? No saben y veces
Really?
Yeah. We'll see. This is
We'll see what other enigmatic revelations of Michael's psyche are made in the next episode of the Children's Chat podcast. Oh no.
He's genuinely like fuck, I forgot.
Worried, petrified,
Both of those.
I just got a thought. Like, this is gonna be like the Children Chat is gonna turn into like a documentation of your progress into insanity, bro.
That's what I was thinking, man. I didn't know how to put it. I was thinking of like, you know, documentaries like portraying the life and shit of like pictures and shit, like videos like this is him when he was younger type shit. And I'm over here fucking giving them all the details of my fucking psyche.
It's not gonna be any wonder like what the fuck was happening, bro.
And then there's gonna be one point in the future where like some revelation happens where it's like, why didn't we just stop it here?
This should have been like the sign to stop him, bro.
They should have been just stopped right here and there, bro. And by then it's gonna be too late.
What the fuck?
Oh. That's funny.
I like the sound of that one, bitch. Look at
Oh.
this fucking guy.
Well, prepare yourselves.
End of the episode.
Yeah. Time to play game pigs.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, your thoughts. I know we talked about Andrew Tate at some point.
Somewhere.
And slowly descended into madness.
As usual.
Tell us your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree on any of the points we made regarding gender roles? freedom of speech, Bill of Rights, Constitution. What the fuck else did we talk about?
My psyche.
His psyche. Do you think Mike was gonna become a hero or live long enough to become the villain?
We'll put a poll.
Is this the beginning of the Revelations era of Michael's plots and schemes?
That's by the time you come back to this. By the time most of y'all have come back to this, you'll know. And then most likely, if you have to come back to this, then you already kind of know what's good. Whatever happened
between now
and
like 5 years from now, let's say 10. I don't know.
Let's give it like a max of 10.
I feel like I could break his brain in like 30 seconds if I really tried. But let's give him 5 years.
It's already like right there. It's like teeter-tottering. But yeah, I forgot where I was going. Something about like math.
Math?
The inequalities. I don't know.
All we know is that Michael might go insane, become villainous, or heroicness.
Either or. You heard it here first. Channel 7 News.
Churros up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Anyways.
All right. What is it? Churros up.